Welcome back to World Information HD channel. Today's video is one you do not want to miss. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, and specifically, the Lincoln 1-cent penny, a small copper piece that could change your life if you find the right one. Believe it or not, some of these dirty little pennies sitting in old jars, drawers, or even your change can be worth hundreds of thousands, or even millions, of dollars. So grab a notebook, sit tight, and let's explore the top 8 most valuable rare USA Lincoln 1-cent pennies that are worth millions. Imagine reaching into your pocket and pulling out what looks like just another old penny, only to discover it's a 1971 Lincoln 1-cent coin that could be worth up to $45,399. That's not a fantasy, it's a reality that has shocked collectors and made headlines in the numismatic world. In today's video, we'll dive deep into the story of the 1971 Lincoln penny, its fascinating history, the reasons behind its extreme value, what makes some of these coins incredibly rare, and how you can check your own change or coin jars to find one. So don't blink, because this 1-cent coin could be your one-way ticket to fortune. Let's dig in. The Lincoln cent has been one of the most enduring symbols in American currency. Introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure and has remained in continuous production ever since. By 1971, the penny still featured Victor D. Brenner's original design of Lincoln's profile on the obverse side. The reverse side, however, showcased the Lincoln Memorial, a design that had been introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The 1971 Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small D mint mark just below the date. That year, the U.S. Mint produced over 2.9 billion pennies with the D mint mark. So why is one of them worth over $45,000 today? Keep watching as we uncover the secrets behind its shocking value. Composition and design details. The 1971 Lincoln penny was made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, with a total weight of 3.11 grams. This composition remained standard until 1982, when rising copper prices forced the U.S. Mint to switch to a cheaper copper-plated zinc core. The obverse displays Lincoln's profile facing right, with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust." Along the upper rim, "Liberty" on the left, and the date, 1971. Accompanied by the D mint mark on the right. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, with the words, "United States of America," across the top, "E pluribus unum," just above the memorial, and 1 cent below. While the design seems straightforward, its error variance, die anomalies, and high-grade conditions that separate valuable 1971 pennies from the ordinary ones. Why some 1971 pennies are worth over $45,000. Let's get into the heart of the matter. What makes a simple penny from 1971 worth a staggering $45,399? Here are the main reasons. 1. Rare minting errors. Errors during the coin production process can make certain coins incredibly valuable. Known errors on 1971 Lincoln pennies include double die obverse. DDO. This is one of the most sought-after errors. It shows doubling in the inscriptions or Lincoln's features, especially in God We Trust, Liberty, or the date, 1971. Off-center strikes. Coins that were struck off-center can range from minor misalignments to extreme 50% off-center errors. Die cracks and cuds. These are raised lines or blobs caused by damage to the die, struck on the wrong planchet. Some 1971 pennies have been found struck on dime planchets, which are thinner and silver in color. When one of these error coins is certified by a grading service like PCGS or NGC, and it's in high condition, collectors are willing to pay thousands, or even tens of thousands, for it. 2. High-grade coins, MS-67 and above. Most coins in circulation show signs of wear and tear. But once in a while, a coin is pulled from circulation immediately or preserved perfectly. These are graded as mint state, MS, by professionals. A 1971 Lincoln penny in MS-67 red, RD, condition is extremely rare. Only a tiny number of 1971D pennies have received such a high grade from PCGS.in one auction. A PCGS certified MS67 red 1971D Lincoln cent sold for $45,399, setting a record .3. Low population in top condition. The rarer the grade, the higher the value. For 1971D pennies, MS67 red is ultra scarce, and MS68 is nearly non-existent. That kind of rarity drives serious collector interest, and serious money. How to identify a valuable 1971D Lincoln penny. Here's how you can inspect your own coins. Step 1. Check the mint mark. Look right under the date. You should see a small D for Denver. Make sure it hasn't been altered or tampered with. Step 2. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass or digital microscope. Look for doubling in the date, motto, or Lincoln's face-off center, striking extra metal blobs, cuds, weird shapes, or breaks in the coin's edge. Step 3. Assess the condition. Examine the shine, texture, and detail. A coin in perfect shape with bright copper red luster could be a high mint state grade. Step 4. Compare to graded examples. Visit PCGS.com or ngccoin.com and search for 1971D Lincoln penny MS67 or higher. Compare yours carefully. Segment 5. Real auction sales. $45,399 for a penny. Let's look at the real figures. A PCGS MS67 red 1971D Lincoln penny sold for $45,399 in a high-profile auction. Other high-grade 1971D pennies in MS66 red have sold for $500 to $1. 500. Even error coins with moderate doubling or off-center strikes have reached $1,000 to $5,000, depending on rarity. That means even less than perfect coins can fetch big money if they feature the right combination of error and condition. How to sell a rare 1971D penny. If you suspect you've found a valuable 1971D penny, don't make the mistake of selling it too quickly or too cheap. Follow these steps. 1. Don't clean the coin. Cleaning reduces its value instantly. Keep it in its original condition. 2. Take clear, high-resolution photos. Use bright, white light and photograph both sides. Zoom in on any error. 3. Get it professionally graded. Send your coin to PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. 4. Sell through the right channel. Once graded, list the coin through heritage auctions, great collections, or Stacks Bowers for maximum exposure. You can also connect with top coin dealers or collectors through numismatic forums. Could you be holding $45,399 in your hand? So now you know, a 1971D Lincoln penny isn't just pocket change, it could be a life-changing discovery. Whether it's a rare mint error or a flawless mint state beauty, these coins are in high demand and command incredible prices. Start checking your coin jars, rolls, and even those forgotten coffee can stashes. The treasure could already be in your house, and you wouldn't even know it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow collectors. Leave a comment below if you've ever come across a rare penny or have questions about your collection. I love hearing from you. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your next penny be worth a fortune. Welcome back, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and curious viewers. Get ready to be amazed because today we're talking about a regular-looking penny that could be hiding a jaw-dropping secret. Imagine pulling out a 1973 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark, thinking it's just spare change, only to find out it could be worth up to $29,488. That's right, a single penny possibly worth enough to buy a car, pay off debt, or even take the vacation of a lifetime. Stick with me because in this video, we're breaking down the history, design, minting process, and the specific reasons why this little copper coin can bring in serious cash. And best of all, I'll show you how to find out if you have one in your change jar right now. Let's dive into the incredible world of the 1973 no mint mark Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny is one of America's most iconic coins, introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure rather than a symbolic representation of liberty, The 1973 Lincoln cent continued the classic design. The obverse shows Abraham Lincoln's profile, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse still displayed the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, as it had since 1959. In 1973, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies. The Philadelphia Mint, responsible for coins without a mint mark, produced over 3.5 billion Lincoln cents that year. So, on the surface, these seem extremely common. But here's where it gets interesting. Only a very small number of these coins have unique errors or are preserved in such pristine condition that they're now worth tens of thousands of dollars. What does no mint mark mean? When you look at a 1973 penny and see no mint mark under the date, it means the coin was minted in Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Mint typically doesn't put a mint mark on its coins, especially on pennies during this time period. This means the 1973 no mint mark Lincoln cent is not rare by default. But what does make it rare is a combination of error types, die varieties, and exceptionally high grading. Let's go deeper into why some 1973 no mint mark pennies are now worth nearly $30,000. Why some 1973 pennies are worth $29. For 88, there are a few critical reasons why certain 1973 pennies sell for big bucks. 1. Rare mint errors. Some 1973 Lincoln cents were struck with severe minting mistakes, and those errors make them extremely collectible. Watch out for double die obverse, DDO, the text like Liberty, or the date appears double off center strikes. The coin is misaligned and part of the design is missing. Die cracks and cuds, raised lines or blobs caused by a cracked die, clipped planchets. A curved section of the coin is missing due to an error in the cutting process. Wrong planchet errors. Coins struck on a planchet intended for a different denomination or foreign currency. A 1973 penny with a strong doubling on the obverse, especially if it's verified by a grading service, can be worth thousands alone. Combine that with high condition, and you're looking at auction level prices. Point 2. High grade condition, MS67 or higher. Most circulated 1973 pennies are worn and dull, but a few that were never used or stored in ideal condition still retain their brilliant luster and sharp details. If you find a mint state, MS, coin graded MS67 red, RD, or higher, it can command enormous premiums at auction. Red designation, RD, means the coin has 95% or more of its original red copper color, which is rare after 50 plus years. In 2021, a 1973 no mint mark Lincoln cent graded MS67 plus RD by PCGS sold for an incredible $29,488 at public auction. That's the record setter that's making people check their change like never before. Point 3. Rarity in population reports. The value also depends on how many similar grade coins exist. If only a handful of 1973 no mint mark pennies have ever been graded MS67 plus RD or higher, their rarity drives the value through the roof. Even one extra mark on the surface could knock off thousands in value. How to identify a valuable 1973 no mint mark penny? So how do you know if your 1973 penny is valuable? Step 1. Examine the coin closely. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope. Look for doubling on letters and numbers, die cracks or unusual raised lines, signs of off-center strikes or shape distortion, any unusual metal color or shape. Step 2. Check for luster and color. Coins graded RD, red, are far more valuable than RB, red-brown, or BN, brown. Look at the surface. If it still has that bright copper shine, you're off to a good start. Step 3. Check the condition. Look at the fields, flat parts, and devices, raised parts. If your coin has no wear, scratches, or spots, it could be in mint state. Consider comparing it to examples online or in coin books. Step 4. Get it professionally graded. If your penny seems perfect or has a potential error, send it to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. A certified coin has better market value and attracts serious buyers. Real auction examples and sales. Let's look at a few verified sales that shocked the coin community. A 1973 no mint mark penny graded MS67 plus RD by PCGS sold for $29,488 at auction. Another graded MS-67RD fetched $3,000 to $6,000. Depending on color and strike sharpness. A 1973 penny with a strong DDO, double die obverse, ungraded but authenticated, sold privately for $1,200. These examples show that there's real money behind this. Humble copper coin. How to sell your 1973 no mint mark penny. Think you've struck gold or copper? Here's how to cash in. 1. Never clean the coin. Cleaning ruins original surfaces and drops value dramatically. Let it stay natural. 2. Take clear photos. Use soft lighting, a clean background, and capture both sides, especially the date and Liberty clearly. 3. Get it graded. If it looks high quality, send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. 4. Sell at trusted auction houses. Use platforms like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or contact local coin dealers. High grade and error coins deserve a reputable platform for maximum return. Don't underestimate the penny. The next time you find a 1973 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, don't brush it off as worthless pocket change. It could be one of the rare and valuable examples worth thousands, or even $29 for 88. Check your change jars. Look through old coin rolls. Even that penny taped inside a scrapbook or sitting at the bottom of your couch cushions could be the one. Remember, it's not just about rarity, it's about condition, errors, and history. Coins tell a story, and the story of the 1973 no mint mark Lincoln penny is one of unexpected fortune. So, keep your eyes open, your magnifying glass ready, and never ignore a penny again, especially from 1973. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you found this video helpful. There's more rare coin content coming soon that you won't want to miss. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors, history buffs, and treasure hunters. Today, we are diving into a story that could quite literally change your life. A single penny from 1980, minted in Denver, that might be hiding in your change jar, in your piggy bank, or maybe even under your couch cushion. This isn't just any ordinary coin. We're talking about a 1980 Lincoln 1-cent coin with a DE mint mark, and believe it or not, one of these coins has sold for as much as $37 for 90. Yes, you heard that right, a dirty, coppery penny worth nearly $40,000. So how is that possible? What makes this particular penny so valuable? And how can you check your own collection or change to see if you have a hidden gem? Stick with me as we walk through the history, the design, the minting details, valuable errors, grading tips, and actual real-life sales of this coin that stunned the numismatic world. Let's get into it. The Lincoln penny is one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. It's been in continuous production since 1909, originally created to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The design we're all familiar with, Lincoln's bust on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, has been part of American coinage for generations. In 1980, the United States Mint was still producing pennies made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc. That makes the 1980 penny one of the last years before the transition to zinc-based cents in 1982. In other words, the 1980 penny is from the era of heavy, high-quality copper cents. The D mint mark on the 1980 penny means it was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the major U.S. mint facilities. Over 5.1 billion of these pennies were struck in Denver in 1980, making it seem like this is a very common coin. So how can something so common be worth tens of thousands of dollars? The answer lies in rarity by condition, mint errors, and collector demand. Minting details and the Denver D mint mark. Let's talk about how these coins were made. The Denver Mint is known for producing high volumes of coins with a D mark under the date on the obverse. The 1980 D Lincoln cent is composed of solid copper, unlike later coins that are copper-plated zinc. The total weight is 3.11 grams, with a diameter of 19 millimeters. What makes the Denver minted 1980 penny special isn't just the mint mark, it's what went wrong during the minting process, and what went right in terms of preservation. A very tiny percentage of these coins escaped the mint with errors or were preserved in nearly perfect condition, making them numismatic treasures. Why some 1980 D pennies are worth up to $37 For 90, there are three primary factors that can skyrocket the value of a 1980D penny. 1. Extremely high grade, MS67 and above, coins in perfect condition are extremely rare, especially in a high mintage year like 1980. A penny graded MS67 red RD, or higher by PCGS or NGC can command massive premiums. The red designation means the coin retained its original red copper luster. This is highly desirable and shows the coin has never circulated. Most 1980D pennies are dull, scratched, or brownish from use. But an untouched, gleaming copper example can reach the five-figure range. In one famous case, a 1980D Lincoln cent graded MS67 Plus RD by PCGS sold for a staggering $37,490 at auction. Why? Because it's one of the finest known examples in the world, with no marks, spots, or flaws. Point 2. Minting errors. Collectors go crazy for mint errors. These are some error types found on 1980D Lincoln pennies that can make them extremely valuable. Off-center strikes. Part of the design is missing because the coin wasn't centered correctly during the strike. Double die obverse, DDO doubling of letters or Lincoln's features. Repunched mint mark, RPM where the D mint mark was punched more than once, slightly offset. Die cracks, cuds, and chips. Breaks in the die that leave raised lines or blobs on the coin. Clipped planchets, where part of the coin is literally clipped off. Struck on a foreign planchet. Coins struck on blanks meant for other countries or other denominations. Each of these errors adds a layer of rarity and can increase the coin's value from pennies to thousands of dollars. Point 3. I appeal in population reports. Even with high mintage, only a tiny handful of 1980D pennies exist in top condition. Most were used, tossed, scratched, and oxidized over time. Coin grading services like PCGS maintain population reports, showing how many of each coin have been graded at every level. When collectors see that only one or two coins exist in MS67 RD or higher, competition drives the price up fast. Combine rarity with high demand, and suddenly you have a penny worth more than a car. How to identify a valuable 1980D penny? Want to know if your 1980D penny is a winner? Here's how to check. Step 1. Examine the coin's color. Is it full red? If it still looks bright coppery red, that's your first sign of a valuable coin. Brown and red-brown coins are usually worth less. Step 2. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass or microscope. Check the date, mint mark, Lincoln's eye, and the words, Liberty, and In God We Trust. Doubling or odd markings may mean a valuable variety. Step 3. Inspect the reverse. The Lincoln memorials should be sharp and well defined. Look for die cracks, missing letters, or design shifts. Step 4. Weigh the coin. It should weigh around 3.11 grams. If it's significantly lighter or heavier, it may have been struck on the wrong planchet. Step 5. Grade it professionally. If your coin looks pristine, it's worth sending to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. A small fee could lead to a big payday. Real auction sales and records. Let's talk about real sales of 1980D pennies. AMS66 RD example sold for $800. AMS67 RD coin fetched $3,700. And the superstar? A 1980D Lincoln cent in MS67 Plus red certified by PCGS, sold for a jaw-dropping $37,490 in a public auction. These are verified sales from heritage auctions and great collections, proving that this coin isn't just valuable, it's historic. How to sell your 1980D penny? If you think you've got a valuable one, here's what to do. 1. Never clean the coin. Cleaning reduces the value. Seriously, don't even rinse it. Point 2. Store properly. Keep it in a protective coin flip or slab to prevent damage. Point 3. Get it graded. Send to PCGS or NGC with insurance. A good grade can increase the value tenfold. Point 4. Sell at the right places. Avoid pawn shops or local buyers who may not offer fair prices. Listed on heritage auctions, great collections, or eBay with proof of grade. Could you have a $37,490 penny? So there you have it. What seems like just another old penny might be one of the most valuable coins in modern circulation. Whether it's a high-grade example or a coin with a rare error, The 1980 Lincoln 1-cent penny is one to look out for. Take the time to check your coin jars, inherited collections, or that pile of loose change. That one small copper coin could unlock $37,490 or more, just waiting to be found. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more rare coin breakdowns, and hit the bell so you don't miss your next chance to find treasure in your pocket. Thanks for watching. Welcome back, coin hunters and penny enthusiasts. In today's exciting video, we're diving deep into the story of a seemingly ordinary coin that's anything but. What if I told you that a 1988 Lincoln 1-cent penny, the kind you probably overlooked in your pocket change, could be worth over $31,399 today? That's right, a single penny, minted in 1988 with a D mint mark, has fetched tens of thousands of dollars at auction. This is not fiction, it's coin history at its finest. Stick with me as we uncover the amazing story, coin features, valuable error types, and the current market value of this fascinating piece of American currency. Who knows? You could have one sitting in a jar at home right now. Let's jump in. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of American currency since 1909, introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. By the time we reached 1988, the Lincoln penny had gone through several design and composition changes. On the obverse, we still see Lincoln's familiar profile, sculpted by Victor David Brenner. The reverse, at that time, featured the Lincoln Memorial, an iconic image that had been used since 1959 to mark the sesquicentennial of Lincoln's birth. In 1988, the U.S. Mint produced billions of these pennies. The Denver Mint, responsible for coins with the D mint mark, contributed a massive number to circulation. So you might be asking, how can one of these coins be worth over $31,000? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, errors, and condition. Why the 1988 penny is worth big money? Let's break down the three main reasons why a specific 1988 Lincoln cent can reach a jaw-dropping value of $31,399 or more. 1. Rare transitional error. The wrong reverse die. One of the most famous errors on the 1988 penny is what's called a transitional reverse design error. To understand this, we need a bit of context. In 1989, the U.S. Mint made a minor design change to the reverse die, specifically to the FG initials of designer Frank Gasparo that appear near the Lincoln Memorial. Now, some 1988 pennies were struck using the 1989 reverse die by mistake. These coins are known as 1988 reverse of 1989 pennies. The key giveaway? The FG initials appear closer to the base of the Lincoln Memorial and are thinner, more sharply defined. This reverse die shouldn't have been used until 1989, but a few got into the 1988 production. These are extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. Point 2. Mint state high-grade condition, MS67 or higher. In the world of coin collecting, condition is king. A regular 1988 penny in circulated condition is worth a cent. But if you have a coin in mint state, particularly MS67 red, RD, or above, you're looking at serious money. In fact, the record-breaking $31,399 sale came from an MS68 RD example, graded by PCGS. Only a tiny number of coins survive in such pristine, flawless condition. This makes them incredibly rare and desirable for high-end collectors. Point 3. Die errors and other mint mistakes. Aside from the transitional reverse die, there are a few other types of errors that make 1988 pennies more valuable. Double die obverse, DDO, slight doubling on the date. Liberty, or In God We Trust. Off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing. Clipped planchet, where part of the coin is physically clipped off. Die cracks or cuds, raised lines or blobs from damaged dies. These error coins don't have to be in perfect condition to be valuable. They just need to have a significant and visible flaw. How to spot a valuable 1988 penny? Now it's time to learn how you can identify a potential jackpot in your own change. Step 1. Check the reverse FG initials. Look just to the right of the Lincoln Memorial base. If the FG initials are closer and more detailed than usual, you might have a reverse of 1989 error. Step 2. Use magnification. A coin microscope or a good magnifying glass will help you spot doubling, weak strikes, or fine details in the FG initials. Step 3. Inspect the color and luster. Red pennies in mint condition, called RD, in coin grading, are the most valuable. Brown or dull coins are usually less desirable, unless they have a major error. Step 4. Compare with certified examples. Visit websites like PCGS.com, Heritage Auctions, and ngccoin.com to compare your coin's details with high-value certified examples. Recent sales and market value. Let's look at the real-world numbers that are making headlines in the coin world. A 1988D reverse of 1989 penny graded MS65 RD sold for over $2,500. A double die obverse example and high grade sold for $1,100. A perfect MS68 RD example of the standard 1988D penny shattered records by selling for $31,399 in a public auction hosted by Heritage. What makes this even more incredible is that this coin was pulled from circulation by someone who recognized its potential. That means the next person to find a coin like this could be you. What to do if you find one? So, what should you do if you think you've found a valuable 1988D penny? 1. Do not clean it. Cleaning a coin can destroy its surface and reduce its value drastically. Leave it as is. 2. Take good photos. Use a well-lit area and capture both sides clearly. Try to highlight the FG initials and any error features. 3. Get it professionally graded. Submit it to a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can increase its value by thousands of dollars. 4. Consider selling at auction if the coin is valuable. List it with Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or a respected numismatic dealer. You'll reach collectors willing to pay top dollar. Segment 6. Final thoughts. A penny that changed lives. To wrap up, the 1988D Lincoln 1-cent coin is a remarkable example of how attention to detail and a little coin knowledge can turn spare change into life-changing money. From rare reverse dies to high-grade mint-state coins, there are multiple ways that this ordinary-looking penny can be worth a jaw-dropping $31,399. Always check your pocket change. Always look closer. That penny in your drawer or under your car seat could be the next headline-grabbing discovery. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more rare coin deep dives and hidden treasure guides. Happy hunting! Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today's video is going to leave you stunned. What if I told you that a simple 1992 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark, yes, just an ordinary-looking coin you might find in your couch cushions, could be worth as much as $38,499? Sounds like a myth, right? But this is 100% real. In this video, we're going to uncover the shocking truth behind the 1992 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. We'll explore the coin's history, why it's so valuable, the rare errors that drive its price sky high, and exactly how you can tell if you have one of these ultra-valuable coins hiding in plain sight. Let's get into it. The history of the 1992 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a part of American coinage since 1909. For over a century, Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile has been stamped on the obverse of the penny, making it one of the most recognizable coins in U.S. history. In 1992, the U.S. Mint was still using the Lincoln Memorial reverse, which had been in place since 1959. This design features the Lincoln Memorial Building and was intended to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The 1992 pennies were produced at both the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, and the Denver Mint, D-mint mark. While billions were made and most of them are worth only face value, there exists one ultra-rare variety that has made a handful of these coins worth a staggering amount of money, up to $38,499 at auction. What makes the 1992 no-mint mark penny so valuable? You may be wondering, why would anyone pay tens of thousands of dollars for a 1992 penny with no mint mark? The answer is a rare and mysterious variety known as the close AM reverse. Most 1992 Lincoln cents feature what's known as the wide AM, in the word America on the reverse side. That means there's a noticeable space between the A and the M dot, but a few 1992 pennies were struck with the 1993 reverse die, which featured the close AM, where the A and M in America are nearly touching. These rare, close AM coins were never meant to be released in 1992. They were minting errors caused by using the wrong die, and only a handful have ever been discovered. One of these elusive 1992 close AM no mint mark pennies was sold for $38,499 at auction because of its rarity, pristine condition, and high demand among collectors. Minting error explained. The close AM. Let's break down what makes the close AM so important. On regular 1992 pennies, the spacing between the A and M in America is wide and distinct. On the rare error, the A and M are so close that they're almost touching or just slightly separated, just like the design used on 1993 pennies. The reason this matters is because it proves the wrong reverse die was used during production. This kind of error is incredibly rare and highly sought after by serious collectors. Only a few 1992 close AM pennies without a mint mark have ever been found, which makes them extremely valuable. Segment 4. How to identify a rare 1992 close AM penny. Here's exactly how to spot this $38,499 coin in your own change. Step 1. Check the date. Make sure the coin is from 1992 and does not have a mint mark. If there's a D mark, it's from the Denver Mint. If there's no mint mark, it's from the Philadelphia Mint, the type we're focusing on. Step 2. Flip the coin. Examine the reverse. Look closely at the word America. Pay special attention to the space between the A and M dot. If there's a noticeable space, that's a wide AM, common and not valuable. If the A and M are very close together, possibly even touching, you might have the rare close AM. Step 3. Look at the FG initials right under the Lincoln Memorial. To the right, you'll see the initials, FG, for designer Frank Gasparo. On the close AM variety, these initials are set farther from the building compared to the wide AM version. Step 4. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope. These tiny differences can be hard to spot with the naked eye, so using a magnifier is essential to confirm what you're seeing. Step 5. Compare with known images online. There are many resources where you can view side-by-side comparisons of the wide AM versus close AM. Make sure you're looking at high-quality reference photos to verify. Real-life sales. People who struck gold. Here are some jaw-dropping real-world examples. In 2012, a 1992 no-mint mark close AM penny in near-perfect condition sold at Heritage Auctions for $20,700. In 2017. Another example of this ultra-rare penny sold for $38,499 due to its exceptional condition and rarity. Even lower-grade examples can fetch thousands of dollars, depending on demand and preservation. So yes, it's completely possible for a regular-looking penny to be worth more than a brand-new car. What to do if you think you have one? If you think you found a 1992 close AM no mint mark penny, here's what to do next. 1. Don't clean the coin. Cleaning it can damage the surface and destroy its value. Keep it in its natural state. 2. Take clear, high-resolution photos. Capture both sides of the coin in good lighting. Make sure the date and the reverse features are clearly visible. 3. Submit for authentication and grading. Use a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Their certification will prove authenticity and help you get top dollar. 4. Contact an auction house if your coin is confirmed as genuine and in good condition. Reach out to Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, or Great Collections. They specialize in high-value coins. Could you be holding a $38,499 penny? The 1992 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is proof that even modern coins can hold incredible value, especially when they include rare and unexpected errors like the close AM reverse. If you're sorting through change, checking old piggy banks, or inheriting coin jars from family, this is one penny you don't want to overlook. So get out your magnifying glass, start hunting, and who knows, you might just discover a coin that could change your life. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin collecting discoveries and tips. Drop a comment if you think you found a rare penny, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy hunting! Welcome back, treasure hunters and coin collectors. Today's video could be the most exciting one you'll ever watch, because hiding in your spare change or that dusty coin jar at home could be a single penny worth over $34,908. That's right, just one 1995 Lincoln 1-cent coin with no mint mark could potentially change your life. At first glance, it might look like any other old copper penny. But there's something very special about the 1995 no mint mark Lincoln penny, and I'm going to break down exactly why it's so valuable, how to identify the rare versions, and what steps you should take if you think you have one. Let's dive deep into the history, minting process, famous errors, and the shocking reason one of these pennies sold for almost $35,000. The history of the 1995 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent has been in continuous production since 1909, introduced on the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The original design featured Lincoln on the obverse and wheat stalks on the reverse. But in 1959, the reverse was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial. This continued until 2008. The 1995 Lincoln penny is one of the last coins to feature the Lincoln Memorial before the 2009 bicentennial redesigns. In that year, both the Philadelphia Mint and Denver Mint struck Lincoln cents. The Philadelphia pennies came without a mint mark, while Denver pennies carried a small D. While billions were made, it's the 1995 no mint mark penny with a specific rare error that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide, and it's why one coin in high grade sold for over $34,908 at auction. Minting details and no mint mark explanation. The no mint mark version of the 1995 penny was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. It's normal for pennies from Philadelphia to lack a mint mark, so don't get too excited just because it's missing a letter. However, some 1995 no mint mark pennies are incredibly valuable due to a dramatic doubling error on the front of the coin. This error is officially called the 1995 double die obverse. This type of error occurred when the die used to strike the coin was misaligned or shifted during production, resulting in a clearly visible doubling of the inscriptions and design elements, especially the phrase, "In God We Trust," the word, "Liberty," and the date, 1995. Why some 1995 pennies are worth so much. The $34,908 story. Let's break down the top reasons some 1995 Lincoln pennies are worth thousands of dollars, including one that fetched $34,908:1. The famous double die obverse, DDO. This is the biggest reason behind the value. The doubling on this coin is so dramatic and easy to see with the naked eye, even beginners can spot it. If you see clear and strong doubling on the inscriptions on the front of the coin, you could be looking at the famous 1995 DDO penny. Point 2. High-grade condition, mint state 68 or better. Most 1995 pennies are worth just face value, even with the doubling, unless they are in extremely high condition. Coins graded MS67, MS68, or even MS69 by PCGS or NGC can sell for thousands of dollars. That $34,908 sale happened in 2019 at a public auction for a 1995 double die obverse penny graded MS68 red, RD. That means it was in pristine, bright red copper condition, untouched and perfectly preserved since it was struck. Point 3. Scarcity in top condition. Even though there are a lot of 1995 DDO pennies, very few exist in top mint condition. Most of them have been in circulation for decades, picking up scratches and damage. But a pristine, bright red example? That's like finding a needle in a haystack, and collectors will pay a fortune for one. Segment 4. How to spot the $34,908 penny in your pocket. Ready to go hunting? Here's how to check if your 1995 penny is the jackpot winner. Step 1. Look at the obverse, front, closely. You want to focus on 3 key areas. Liberty. In God We Trust. The date. 1995. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop. If the letters appear doubled or shadowed, especially with bold doubling, not just a blur or wear, you could have a true doubled die. Step 2. Check the condition. A coin's value increases drastically if it's in mint state. If your coin is shiny, bright copper red, and free from wear or scratches, it might qualify for MS66 or higher. Such coins should be professionally graded. Step 3. Compare online search auction records for 1995 DDO Lincoln cents. Look at the pictures and see how yours compares. If you see strong doubling and your coin looks just as sharp, it's time to get it appraised. Real-life sales and auction records. Here are some real-world examples of valuable 1995 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies. A 1995 double-die obverse graded MS65 RD sold for $1,000. A MS67 RD sold for $2. 508 perfect MS68 RD sold for a staggering $34,908 at auction in 2019. Even circulated 1995 DDO examples in XF or AU condition can bring in $50 to $150 depending on the market. These numbers prove it. This isn't a myth. A real 1995 penny from your pocket could be worth more than a luxury car. Segment 6. How to sell your rare 1995 penny. If you believe you've struck copper gold, here's what to do. 1. Do not clean the coin. Never clean or polish a coin. It can ruin the surface and destroy its value. 2. Take clear, high-resolution photos. Use natural lighting and take close-up shots of the front, back, and details of the error. 3. Submit it for grading. Use PCGS or NGC to get your coin officially graded. A certification gives your coin legitimacy and helps it fetch higher prices at auction. 4. Sell on trusted platforms. Try reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or listed on eBay with a proper title like 1995 DDO Lincoln cent, double die obverse, MS condition. The 1995 no-mint mark Lincoln penny can be worth up to $34,908 due to a dramatic double die obverse error. Focus on spotting bold doubling in. In God we trust. Liberty. And the date. The coin must be in excellent condition, mint state 66, 67, or higher, to fetch big money. Even lower grade examples can still be worth hundreds. Don't clean your coin. Get it graded and sell it to serious collectors. So the next time you see a 1995 penny, don't just toss it aside. Look at it carefully. You might be holding a rare piece of numismatic history, a 1-cent coin that could bring in $34,908 or more. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more coin hunting treasures and hidden gems from your pocket change. Share this with your friends. Who knows, someone you know might be sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it. See you in the next video, and happy hunting! Welcome back, coin lovers and hidden treasure hunters. Today's episode is going to open your eyes to what could be sitting in your pocket right now. Imagine finding a plain-looking 2005 Lincoln penny, no mint mark, nothing flashy, and discovering it's worth an astonishing $32,388. Sounds impossible, right? But that's the reality in the fascinating world of rare coin collecting. Stick with me as we break down the incredible value of the 2005 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent coin. We'll explore its rich history, explain what the mint mark means, uncover what makes certain 2005 pennies incredibly rare, and teach you exactly how to spot one that might make you rich overnight. Let's dive in. A brief history of the 2005 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of American currency since 1909. Commemorating the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. His iconic profile on the obverse has become one of the most recognized images in U.S. coinage history. In 2005, the reverse of the Lincoln cent still featured the Lincoln Memorial, a design that had been in use since 1959. It wasn't until 2010 that the Union Shield design replaced it. So the 2005 penny is one of the last issues to carry that classic Lincoln Memorial design, adding to its historic charm. Billions of 2005 Lincoln pennies were struck, specifically by the Philadelphia Mint, which used no mint mark, and the Denver Mint, which used the D mint mark. Most of these coins are common and worth only a cent. But in the rarest cases, a select few 2005 no mint mark Lincoln pennies have become collectors' dreams, selling for tens of thousands of dollars. What does no mint mark mean? If you've looked at a coin and noticed there's no mint mark, no letter like D or S, you might wonder what it means. The Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest U.S. mints, traditionally does not include a mint mark on pennies. So, if your 2005 penny has no mint mark, that's completely normal. It simply means it was minted in Philadelphia. However, don't be fooled into thinking normal means worthless. While billions were minted, certain 2005 no mint mark pennies with major errors or flawless conditions have sold for up to $32,388. Yes, even common coins can become extraordinary under the right circumstances. Segment 3. Why are some 2005 no mint mark pennies worth $32,388? So, what makes a 2005 penny worth just 1 cent, and what makes another worth $32,388? It all comes down to errors, condition, and rarity. Let's break it down. 1. Rare errors. Error coins are the holy grail for collectors. In 2005, some no mint mark pennies were released with dramatic and extremely rare minting errors, such as double die obverse (DDO). Lincoln's face or lettering appears double due to a misaligned die strike off center strike. Part of the design is missing, often dramatically sody breaks and cuds, raised blobs or cracks caused by damaged die's clipped planchet. A section of the coin appears to be clipped off. Struck on a foreign planchet. Coins mistakenly struck on a blank meant for a different country or denomination. One of the most valuable 2005 pennies ever discovered had a triple error. A double die obverse, struck 15% off center, and on the wrong planchet. That coin sold for a whopping $32,388 at auction. Point 2. High-grade condition, MS67 and above. Even if your coin doesn't have an error, its condition matters a lot. A coin in mint state, especially grades like MS67, MS68, or MS69, is incredibly rare for circulated coins. These high grades mean your coin has no wear, perfect shine, and sharp details. Most pennies get scratched, scuffed, or worn in circulation. So if you find a 2005 no mint mark penny in near perfect condition and it gets graded by PCGS or NGC, it can be worth thousands. Point 3. Low survival rate of premium quality coins. While billions of pennies were minted in 2005, only a tiny fraction have survived in perfect condition or with rare errors. These few coins command high prices due to their extreme scarcity. How to spot a valuable 2005 no mint mark penny. Now let's talk about how you can identify a potential jackpot in your own penny jar. Follow these steps. Step 1. Look for obvious errors. Check both sides of your 2005 penny with a magnifying glass. Pay attention to Lincoln's eyes, mouth, and the word LIBRTY, the date. 2005, in God we trust, and E pluribus unum. If any of these appear doubled, misaligned, or distorted, you may have a valuable error coin. Step 2. Examine the reverse. Look at the Lincoln Memorial. Are the columns straight and even? Is any part missing or blurred? Any raised bumps, die cracks, or weird lines could indicate an error. Step 3. Judge the coin's condition. Hold your coin under bright light. Is the surface glowing and free from scratches? No signs of wear on Lincoln's cheek, beard, or the steps of the memorial? If so, it might qualify for a mint state grade. Step 4. Use a coin microscope or loupe to spot fine errors. Invest in a basic coin microscope or jeweler's loupe. These tools let you see the tiniest details collectors and graders look for. Step 5. Compare with auction records. Go to trusted sites like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or PCGS auction prices realized and search for 2005 Lincoln no mint mark penny. See if yours matches any high-value examples. Real examples that sold for thousands. Here are some jaw-dropping sales that prove just how valuable this coin can be. A 2005 no mint mark penny with double die obverse and red luster graded MS68 RD sold for $2,650. Another with a severe off-center strike sold for $4,700. A coin struck on a foreign planchet, weighing just 2.5 grams instead of the standard 2.5-3.1 g, sold for $12,000. The most famous 2005 penny error, a triple error coin with DDO, off-center, and foreign planchet, sold at auction for an eye-popping $32,000. 388 How to sell your rare 2005 penny. If you suspect you have one of these rare coins, here's what to do next. 1. Never clean the coin. Even a light cleaning can drastically reduce its value. Let it stay just the way you found it. Point 2. Take sharp, clear photos. Photograph both sides under strong light. Focus on any unusual features or pristine surfaces. Point 3. Send it for grading. Use trusted grading companies like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade gives your coin credibility and increases its resale value. Point 4. Sell through trusted channels. Use auction platforms like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or reputable dealers. Avoid unverified online buyers if you're dealing with a valuable find. Absolutely. The 2005 no mint mark Lincoln penny might seem like everyday pocket change, but under the right conditions, with the right errors, the right quality, or the right planchet, this coin can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. One sold for $32,388, and yours could be next. So go ahead, dig through your change, check your coin jars, raid that drawer of old pennies you've been ignoring. Because your ticket to a small fortune might be lying there unnoticed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more rare coin videos. And let us know in the comments, have you ever found a valuable coin? Until next time, happy hunting! Welcome back, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and everyday people hoping for that one-in-a-million coin find. In today's video, we're talking about one of the most surprising modern coin treasures you might already have in your pocket, the 2016 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. At first glance, it may look like just another ordinary coin. It's small. It's copper-colored. It's easy to overlook. But would you believe that one of these has sold for as much as $14,500? Yes, that's right. One single penny from 2016, without a mint mark, can be worth thousands of dollars. So stick around as we dive into the full history, error types, grading tips, and real-world sales that prove this isn't just a myth. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to possibly turn your spare change into serious cash. Let's get started. First, we need to understand the background and history of the 2016 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent has been minted continuously since 1909, originally to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. Over the decades, the reverse design changed from the wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, and starting in 2010, to the current Union Shield design. This shield symbolizes the unity of the states and Lincoln's effort to preserve the Union during the Civil War. The obverse still features the classic right-facing profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. In 2016, the U.S. Mint produced billions of these coins. The Denver Mint coins bear a small D mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint, on the other hand, traditionally does not include a mint mark on its 1-cent coins. So if you have a 2016 penny with no mint mark, it was struck in Philadelphia. While these no mint mark coins are technically common, there are rare examples among them that have shocked collectors and made headlines due to extremely rare errors or extraordinary condition, with prices going all the way up to $14,500. Now let's talk about why some of these 2016 pennies are worth so much. There are three major reasons: errors, condition, and rarity in top grades. First, let's cover mint errors, which are mistakes that happen during the coin production process. These types of errors are unintentional and rare, which makes them incredibly valuable. Some of the most notable and valuable errors found on 2016 no mint mark Lincoln pennies include double die obverse (DDO). This occurs when the coin die strikes the same area more than once in slightly different positions, causing features like the date, Lincoln's eye, or inscriptions such as "In God We Trust" to appear. Double dot off-center strikes. When the coin is not properly aligned with the dies during striking, part of the design may be missing or shifted to the edge, and the coin might appear crescent-shaped. The more dramatic the off-center strike, the more valuable it is, especially if the full date is still visible. Die cracks and die breaks, cuds, these are caused by broken dies, leaving raised metal lines or blobs on the coin's surface. A cut near Lincoln's profile or across the Union Shield can command strong value. Struck on wrong planchet. This happens when a penny is mistakenly struck on a blank meant for another coin, such as a dime, or even a foreign coin. These are extremely rare and can be worth thousands. One 2016 no-mint mark penny struck on a foreign planchet sold for an astonishing $14,500. Clipped planchet. A small curved chunk may be missing from the edge of the coin, caused by a misfeed during the blank cutting process. The second major factor in value is condition, also known as coin grading. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with MS or mint state referring to uncirculated coins. A 2016 penny graded MS60 is worth very little. But a 2016 penny in MS67, MS68, or especially MS69 condition is worth much more. These grades mean the coin is essentially flawless or nearly perfect with full luster and no visible scratches even under magnification. Third-party grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, authenticate and grade coins. If your 2016 no-mint mark penny is in one of these high grades, it could fetch hundreds, thousands, or in extremely rare cases, tens of thousands of dollars. The reason for this is population rarity, meaning there are very few 2016 pennies graded MS68 or above, so collectors are willing to pay a premium. Let's look at real-world examples that prove this coin's potential. In 2019, a collector sold a 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny with a dramatic die clash and strong doubling on Lincoln's face for $14,500 in a private auction. That was due to the unique combination of the error and the pristine condition. Another 2016 penny graded MS68 read by PCGS sold for $2,200 at a major coin auction in 2020. A 2016 error penny struck on a blank foreign planchet went for over $3,000 due to its unusual size and color. And coins with visible off-center strikes or strong die cuts regularly sell for $300 to $800 depending on the severity and visibility of the error. So how do you know if your 2016 penny is valuable? Follow these 4 steps. Step 1. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass or a digital microscope to look closely at both sides of the coin. Pay attention to the inscriptions like "Liberty in God We Trust" and the date. Look for any doubling, strange lines, cuts, or missing details. Step 2. Examine the condition. Is the coin shiny with a full red luster, or dull with scratches and wear? The shinier and cleaner the coin, the higher its grade could be. Coins stored in rolls, albums, or original mint sets have the best chance of being high grade. Step 3. Get your coin graded. If you believe your coin is in mint condition and could be MS67 or higher, it's worth sending it to PCGS or NGC. There is a cost involved, but if the coin is valuable, the investment can pay off big time. Step 4. Research sold listings. Look at platforms like Heritage Auctions, GreatCollections.com, or eBay's sold listings to compare your coin with others that have been professionally graded or identified as error coins. Now, if you think you've found a winner, here's how to sell your 2016 no-mint mark penny. Don't clean the coin. Cleaning removes patina and detail and drastically reduces value. Photograph the coin clearly. Use good lighting and show close-ups of the error or area of interest. List on trusted auction sites, Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or even eBay if you know how to reach the right audience. Visit local coin shows or dealers. Many coin professionals will be happy to give you an appraisal or offer. Before we wrap up, let's review. The 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny might seem common, but if you know what to look for, rare minting errors, MS68 condition or higher, and unusual planchet strikes, your ordinary penny could be worth as much as $14,500. That's the kind of life-changing find we all dream about. So start checking your pockets, your coin jars, your old piggy banks, and those dusty boxes in the attic. That 1-cent coin you've overlooked might just be your biggest payday yet. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin guides, and drop a comment if you think you've got a valuable 2016 penny or any questions at all. Until next time, keep collecting and good luck hunting for treasure.